Hello, this is Shadlee with Shadlee Meinke. Our next thing that we're going to talk about is going to be what happens the day of your shoot. So we typically finish the actual shooting part about 1 p.m. So I'm going to set you up with your favorite snacks and drinks that you filled out in that survey that I sent. And that usually takes about 30 minutes, depends how long we're shooting. And I'm gonna cull your photos. So all that means is I'm getting rid of all the ones where you have a weird look, or you're blinking, or it's just like not a great pose, or not great lighting, or my settings were a little bit off. And then you're gonna see everything the same day. Now I don't, so that's instant gratification, which is super fun. I mean, especially nowadays, everybody wants something like this. So that's when you get your viewing session. So your viewing session is going to be directly after your session. I mean, about 30 to 45 minutes after. While you're snacking, I'm culling. And then that's where you get to see all the images for the first time. Make sure you love them and you choose your favorites for the sessions, for the pre-session payment plan that you had already set up. So sometimes that's a folio box, sometimes that's an album, just whatever it is, we'll go through it together, pick it out. If you'd like to purchase any prints or products, that's the only time to do so, is at that viewing session. So that's important to know. You're not going to be able to say, oh, I have to go somewhere and leave and come back. It has to be done like that day after your session. Okay, so next up is going to be, have you guys given any thought to how you want to display your images? And if you're watching, you probably don't know, because it's hard to know what you want to do when you don't know what the options are, right? So while you're here in this little YouTube video of mine, I'm gonna go ahead and walk you through a couple pieces of good news that I have. So one is that we have all the samples in the studio. So when you come in for your shoot, you're gonna be able to see and touch and feel and see everything. And that always gives everybody a good indication of what direction they're leaning in. So the other piece of good news is that you don't have to make any of those final decisions until you make sure to love your photos. Now, the caveat of that is that I've never had somebody not love their photos, and all clients are set up on a pre-session payment plan. So you're gonna have, after we kind of discuss and go through, like I said, I hold your hand the whole process. So we're gonna go through, once you book in, kind of what you're leaning towards as far as what product you want, and we're gonna go from there. We're gonna just keep building until the day of, when we edit all your photos and make your album or get your matted prints done, so that you don't have to worry about anything. I'm helping you 100%. Okay, so just to keep it simple, and I have to jump through a couple screens, so bear with me. So I'm gonna also show you a couple samples. So I offer two main options. I offer a couple other things, but these are the two that people mostly go for. So the first one's called a folio box, and that's a collection of matted 8x12 prints that come in a really beautiful styled box. So it's definitely more for somebody who's looking to display a bunch of things on their walls. So as you can see, that's one of my 8x12 matted that I got. It doesn't come with the frame, it's just matted. I have that professionally framed. So it's definitely, and I can do that professionally too at an extra cost. So it's definitely more for somebody who's looking to display a bunch of images on their walls, which is great if you're like me and want a shrine to yourself in your house. Most clients, however, don't want their own butt on their walls, and I understand that. So before I even start with that, I'm just gonna show you, this is the folio box. So we have a lot of options as far as what kind of fabric you want on top. So this is just mine, and this is the basic one. The folio boxes already have at least the next 4 clients. They're all going to be receiving this box. It's super beautiful. I want to make sure that oh, good. So it comes with white gloves, because this is literal artwork that you paid a lot of money for. And they come like this. So it's very awesome. It's very beautiful. It's a way to keep it private. It's not a way to keep it private. It's the way that you hang them on the walls and show them everywhere. Okay, So that custom folio box, I'm sorry, let me back up a little bit. So most of my clients go, if not all of my clients go with this beautiful album. And this again is it's a box to keep it in. Like I said, I got matching for mine. You can totally do whatever you want if you go with purchasing my top tier package, which includes both of these and wall art. It's very fun. So again, it comes with gloves, and I'm just gonna show you, I'm just gonna take it out. Now again, I went all out for mine. So I'll show you the cover and what it looks like. It's so beautiful. So for all my clients do end up going with the album, and I think there's a couple reasons for that. So the first is gonna be privacy, right? It's definitely something you can keep tucked away slightly easier. The second reason most people go for the album is the price difference between the two. So this is my album. I just like, that's the cover of it. And then it just has these, oh no, I got makeup on it. Oh no. So it just has some, I'm not gonna show you because it's my own album, but that's what that is. Okay. So most people go for the album because of the price difference between the two. So a custom folio starts at, that's the first thing that I showed you, that starts at 10 images in the box, right at $1,500, and goes up from there depending on how many images you love. So I went a little crazy at my shoot and I got 20 of those bad boys. But I loved them all so much, and I still stare at them every single day. I mean, hello, there's one right there. And I love to remind myself how awesome I am. So the albums, on the other hand, the smallest size we offer is an 8x8, and that has 10 pages and it holds about 20 to 25 images. So that starts at $1,800. So as you can see, for just a couple $100 more, you're already getting more than twice the amount of the images in the custom keepsake box. So I think that's why it's so much more popular. So that definitely kind of becomes a no-brainer. Once you see everything and you're like, oh my God, I love them all, then it really just comes down to how many images you end up loving, and that will steer us toward the size of the album and the number of pages and all that stuff. So the last thing to discuss in the session fee, or sorry, not in the session fee, that was all the session fee stuff. So the last thing to discuss is the pre-session payment plan I offer. So that's basically just like a monthly or bi-weekly plan that we set up with you that you can afford. So it's totally customized to your needs. If you utilize the pre-session payment plan and purchase a collection order, not a la carte, you get what I call booty bonuses. So it's just like a fun way of saying a ton of free stuff that clients not on the pre-session payment plan would pay out of pocket for. So just an example, depending on what collection you order you purchase, and what items you choose for your freebies, prepaying on a collection order gets some clients $1,000 worth of free stuff. So it's very cool. So I'm just gonna kind of jump off of this for a minute because I wanted to just kind of tell you guys a little bit about more about the pre-session payment plans. So, like I said, let's say you want to go for my collection 3. So in my collection 3, you get 3 bonuses. So, some of the stuff that I offer in these bonuses are professional headshots, an extra set that I call In the Satin Sheets, or a nude set, additional wardrobe change, wet tank top set, additional set in general. These are things that if you were not on a pre-session payment plan for a collection order, so if you were ordering off the a la carte menu, these are things that if you wanted to do, you'd have to pay for them separate. They'd be an add-on. But since you're on a pre-session payment plan, you're ordering a collection, you get these bonuses free. So it's very exciting. It's super fun. So like my album cover is a diamond acrylic cover, which is super cool, and that's sassy. That's an album upgrade. Additional images, an increase in the album size, legacy image, black and white image, all that stuff. So it's super fun. Anyway, so that's all I have for you. Do I have an outro planned? I don't really. I hope that this helps you kind of understand more of what goes through, what all happens with this whole thing. It is a whole process. So next step is, if you want to book with me, you can go to ShadleeMeinkeBoudoir.com. That's ShadleeMeinkeBoudoir.com. I will link it below the videos, hopefully. And you can set up a consult, like a free phone consult, or you can email me there and say that you're interested and just kind of want to walk through things again. This is what I send everybody. This is basically what I talk, how I sound when I do. If I do a phone consult, sometimes we'll meet in person for coffee and go over things too. It's really just up to you and what I have time for. So with that being said, I hope that this helps you know that it's worth the experience, it's worth the price. And it's definitely something that I think everybody should do once in their life. And gee, I've had 3 or 4 clients now have returned to me. I have one client who's come back like 4 times. So I'm very blessed. Every client I have becomes a friend, and it's just really exciting and it's fun and everybody loves it. I love it. It's my passion. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. You can email me at shadleemeinkeboudoir@gmail.com. And yeah, I hope this helps. I hope that this makes you at least think about maybe contacting me and just like, let's talk, let's figure it out, you know. People, a lot of clients always are, I guess, maybe a little bit hesitant price-wise, but it's really continuing, like, how long I've been in business, all my continuing education, and all the people that I know around here that are also boudoir photographers. It's really like a standard of the industry. And again, it's so important to have somebody who has taken the time to know how to talk to somebody when they're half naked. Like, that's really, really important. And that takes time and skill and education, in my opinion. Some people are maybe more natural with it, but I want to make sure I'm giving the best to my clients. So that's why I continue with my education. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here, and reach out. Bye.